Hi everyone, it's Troy Sage here, your local North Dallas, Texas realtor, and I'm dedicated to doing real estate differently. And if you own a home anywhere in Texas, especially in the North Dallas area, Frisco, Prosper, Celina, and the surrounding areas, this November 4th election is one you can't ignore. Why? Because Texans are voting on 17 constitutional amendments, and several could seriously change how much you pay in property taxes, what's exempt, and even how your home's value is impacted. So before you check that box, let's break down exactly which proposition matters to homeowners and why. Remember, there's 17 proposals covering everything from tax relief, water infrastructure, and veteran exemptions to bail reform, judicial accountability, and even dementia research. But about half of them hit directly at what we pay, own, or build. That's where homeowners like you and I need to pay attention. So let's dive in. Proposition 2 is a no capital gains tax. Now, this amendment would ban the state from ever taxing capital gains, whether realized or unrealized. Now, this sounds great, but it also means that the state removes one potential revenue source. So the translation, if state income dips, then local government often look to property taxes to fill the gap. So while this looks like a tax relief, it could shift and weigh everything onto property taxes later. Proposition 8, no death or inheritance taxes. Now, Texas already doesn't have a death or inheritance tax. So this locks it into the Constitution, which is good for estate planning. It's good for long-term home ownership. But just remember, again, once revenue doors close, others tend to open, often at the county tax office. Proposition 9 is the business property tax exemption. Now, this one exempts part of the value of the business property used to produce income. So if you're a small business owner with equipment or rental assets, that's potential savings. But the flip side, less taxable base could again shift the burden towards residential property. Proposition 7 is the veteran spouse homestead exemption. Now, this lets the legislature exempt part or all of the market value of the home owned by the surviving spouse of a veteran who died due to a service-connected illness. Now, for many families, that is thousands of dollars in annual savings. Proposition 11 is a bigger homestead exemption for elderly and disabled. Now, this increases the amount of school district tax must exempt for seniors or disabled homeowners. More exemption equals lower tax value, which equals a smaller tax bill, and that's awesome. Proposition 13, now this boosts homestead exemption to $140,000. Now, this one affects every homeowner. It raises the basic tax exemption from $100,000 to $140,000. And this is a solid win if you're a homeowner. That could cut hundreds of dollars off your yearly bill. Now, together, these three bring real measurable relief. Proposition 5 is the animal feed exemption. That sounds odd, but it exempts retail animal feed from property taxes. This is small help for the rural property owners and agricultural businesses. Proposition 17 is the border security property exemption. So if you own property along the US-Mexico border, this could exempt value added by the border security infrastructure. Now, this is not necessarily a North Dallas, Texas problem, but if you invest statewide, this is worth knowing. A few more worth knowing is Proposition 1, which creates a fund for technical and workforce education. So the long-term good news for local jobs, growth, and home values. Proposition 4 sends part of the sales tax revenue to the Texas Water Fund, which is essential for housing growth and sustainability. Proposition 14 funds a Dementia Research Institute, which is great social impact, though not really a tax issue. Proposition 12 strengthens the judicial oversight. Now, this may help with public safety and perception, which indirectly affects home marketability and stability. Proposition 15 reaffirms parental rights. Social government's not financial, but relevant for families choosing school districts. Here's what to do next. First, look up your sample ballot at votetexas.gov. You'll see the exact wording for all 17 propositions. Second, mark your calendar, because early voting runs out between the October 20th and the 31st, and election day is November 4th. Third, know your numbers. Check your county's property tax and appraisal records and calculate what Prop 7, 11, and 13 could save you. And fourth, talk to your agent, ideally someone like me, about how these changes might shift property values in your neighborhood. This election isn't just about politics. It's about your property, it's about your pocketbook, and it's about your future. So vote informed. And if you're thinking about buying or selling in the North Dallas, Texas area, Frisco, Prosper, Celina, Little Elm, or anywhere around here, let's chat before these amendments shake up the market. Hey, if you like this video, leave a comment below and click subscribe and the bell, and you'll be alerted every time I upload another video. I'm Troy Sage, and this is Real Estate Differently. I'll see you after the polls, and let's make a difference.